to do an update because it's been so long since I put up a video. It has been just disgraceful how long it's been. And there's two reasons. I've been basically down a lot of down days. So every up moment I'm trying to, you know, just keep afloat. And then I lost my internet. The unlimited 3G that I had out there, they shut down a lot of the 3G internet, and the device completely failed because it was no longer supported. And so they've already shut down pretty much all the Verizon 3G internet. And so what I did for starters is I tried to get a stick, and I placed 2 orders for sticks from Verizon. They said the first order didn't exist, but they charged my credit card. The second order, they didn't know if they were going to mail it or if it was coming, and they charged my credit card. And so I had to do disputes to get all those hundreds of dollars back, and I took out a loan because I had to pay for, you know, some kind of new internet device and a lot of leak repair. And so I finally got a stick. I got another stick that they said would work with Mac 10.4 and above. It was like a dongle USB stick modem, and it did not work, and Verizon didn't help me. It was a lot of lies, a lot of lies, and I paid $20 for gig of data for that, and that didn't work. So I'm out the $20, and actually the person who put it on their credit card is actually going to dispute it because I owe them the money now. So if they don't dispute it, it's going to be really hard, because then I'm always going to be stuck owing them the money, but then they're not going to collect the money till I get the money back, and it's just a big mess. So they're very dishonest as well. It's funny that they're teaming with CenturyLink. So I did call CenturyLink to try to see, since I am immediately behind a mobile home park and considered in a way part of the park, and that another property with another owner has mobile homes over there, I'm trying to see, you know, I called them to see if I could get CenturyLink hooked up. And they did take an order, which they do. They've taken like hundreds of orders for me, but never given me service. So out of the times they promise service, they do it like only maybe 1% of the time, and the other 99% you're out of luck. But I did get lucky. I did get internet. I've got a modem down here, and it's just a regular wired modem, and it's just a DSL, and it plugs into those type of outlets. So it's great for me, and it uses 1/2 amp, so it's not too much of a drain on me, and it wires into my computer, and it gives me unlimited internet, and that's more helpful, because I gotta say, I did finally get another Verizon stick in the end. I got one. It's a global one, and it is the Global 295, and that connected. It does connect, but only not very well. It'll connect like for 30 seconds if I'm lucky. I can open a web page, and then it drops, and I spend 5 more minutes to get connected to open another web page, and it drops. Sometimes after 8 at night, it works great, but it'll stay connected for 30 seconds, but it's really hard to use, because basically they're not running the 4G and 3G, so it can't fall back to anything. So if the 4G isn't good, it just drops instead of falling back to 3G. So I'm probably going to be putting an at&t SIM card in it next when this runs out. I'm probably going to try that to see how that goes if I don't have any better luck, because they haven't closed their 3G down yet. So I'm going to see, and at&t is like the 2nd largest provider, and I think they're a little more honest company, and I think they're a little bit better to work with. So I'm going to see if I can't do that. It'll also take T-Mobile, but T-Mobile has been very dishonest. But I think they're better than Verizon. It's funny that Verizon and CenturyLink are teaming up. I did have World War III trying to get my CenturyLink hooked up, and the guy came out and he wasn't going to do it, and then, you know, I fought with them a long time to get them to actually make the hookup. I've got the basil. That's new cuttings that are in there now. It goes between They grow up, they become big, I harvest them, and I put in new cuttings. They grow up, become big, and I harvest them, and it's just a vicious cycle of food, eat, plant, plant cuttings, food, eat. They're the original seeds I planted some years back, and so they're working very well. I also sold the file cabinets that were up here. I got a lot less for them than I was asking, and that all went to leak repair. And then this last week I had a whole new series of leaks at corner again, and unfortunately I had him back out here to reseal that corner, but he didn't reseal that corner completely, and so I'm really hoping it doesn't rain before he comes out here again, because I'm going to demand that he redo that corner because it looks like something that could leak. Up there was leaking after I had more wallpaper removed from some guy that came to help out. Really nice guy, helped remove some more of the wallpaper. He left and the rain started seeping through because I guess the vinyl wallpaper was sealing it into the wall. So I did get up there resealed somewhat, but I'm going to be getting a 10 by 30 tarp. These things just cause leaks and problems. The TurboCool does not work very well. It only takes a degree off the air in the humid weather, 5 degrees off the air in the non-humid, dry weather, even though this is Arizona. And I think that Lightning Fast did a bad install. I'm working with the manufacturer to find out, because I think that he didn't put the sealer that came with it on. He put his own thing on, and it's causing a lot of the cool air not to come in here. So I'm researching that at the same time, but meanwhile I'm probably going to be spending the next several years with a 10 by 30 tarp over the top, because it's just the Lightning Fast RV roof coat failed completely. Those things do, and I was very naive coming into this. I should have just got a new rubber roof put on, but I didn't, and I went the wrong way because I didn't know. I was a newbie and I didn't know, and so basically I will have to do that and then try to find out how I could get a new roof put on, because somebody's going to have to come here to do it, because with my sensitivities, I can't stay in a hotel or, lodging for a week and a half while that's done. So I would have no place to go. And number two, every time I move, it's $2,000 of setup because I don't have good help. So it just gets really, really expensive just to move it, to put the new roof on. I'm looking at over $2,000 plus like a $4,000 roof. So I think for a long-term, short-term, long-term solution, it's going to have to be a tarp. There'll be cutouts made in a couple spots, and it'll be sealed around there, but the rest of the roof will be covered and it'll stay dry. I ordered a waterproof, I'm going to repeat that, waterproof tarp, because a lot of people order water-resistant tarps and think they're going to stay dry. There's some other do-it-yourself channels out there, and their wood's getting wet under the tarp and things like that because they're using a water-resistant tarp, not waterproof. So it's very important it say waterproof on it, waterproof. So I'm ordering that, and that's going to be hopefully come by next week, and then that will get on there and protect my trailer. It's actually a YouTube subscriber or something that made a comment about it. And I really thank them for doing that, because it made me think that, maybe a tarp is the way to go, because this is not happening. This is really a disaster. If I had another way to have housing, I'd be better off, but I don't. So I'm kind of like stuck with what I've got, literally. And so I don't have to give up my dream of doing this, but it's not really working out either. So I don't mind giving up the 2 ceiling vents and the TurboCool. I can use the Mighty Cool. That's what I've been living off of anyway, because it's the only thing that seems too cool in here. And so I'm going to get back with you in the future soon with a video on some of the decorating and some of the positive things that have happened here. It's not much, because like I say, I'm mostly down, but I'm working toward trying to get things forward, and I'll let you know about the tarp and what happens there. So stay tuned for more. And if you like, hit like, subscribe, share, comment, and have a great day.